Hello there, welcome to another ramble. I hope you are having the most marvelous day ever, darling. The most marvelous. Wait, I'm so sorry I forgot my Palo Santo. Hold on. Alrighty, I am all ready to go with this video. Anyways, should we burn the Palo Santo? Shall we burn the sage? That is the question. I don't know. I barely burn a sage, so maybe let's do something different. But today's topic is peace. You know, I feel like a lot of people are super unhappy with the state of the world and what's going on in the life. And I think like the remedy for that is what is the opposite of chaos? The opposite of chaos is peace. So in order to find that balance, you need to yeah, people are seeking peace, whether they care to admit that to themselves or not, you know. I know for me, I've mentioned in my videos many times over, peace is my priority. And I think where people err is they're looking for peace. They're looking for it. They're looking they're looking for the peace in the world. um, Let me let you in on a secret, guys. um, you're probably not going to find peace in the world, guys. Let's just be honest about that. You're going to have to create. As a creator, you have to create the peace. And it starts with yourself. You know, I think a lot of people are constantly fighting with this idea or with this thought or this theory because they're like expecting everything and everyone outside to give them that peace. You know, nobody's going to give you that peace. You're going to have to create that. You are going to have to create the peace. You're going to have to create the peace within yourself. You know, and then I've noted that once you create the peace within yourself, it's almost like you become that rock that you throw into the pond, and then it just kind of like ripples out into your experiences. You know, yeah. So it's like, I mean, I don't know if you've been watching my videos for some time. Yeah, it really starts with like knowing yourself, self inquiry, self awareness, you know, knowing yourself, knowing your traumas, knowing your triggers, knowing your likes, knowing your dislikes, knowing your deal breakers, knowing what you will tolerate, knowing what you will not tolerate. And the only way you will know these things is by giving yourself that time, sitting with yourself. And by all means, I've noted that a lot of people have a hard time sitting with themselves. Like just sitting with themselves and doing absolutely nothing, not picking up the phone, not reading the book, not answering the phone call, not responding to the text, not, responding to like the discomfort that you feel by like, I don't know, eating something or, you know, being immersed in activity. It takes, I want to say, a certain level of skill set to just be able to chill. Like this morning, I woke up and I literally just like allowed myself to lie in bed for like a good hour after I woke up, and I literally just like watched and listened and allowed everything to be just as it was. And what I mean by that is like I observed like the wind blowing, and I listened to the chimes chiming, and I watched the play of light, sunshine coming in through my window, and just being, I want to say, profoundly present in the moment. And then I started, like, noticing some discomfort in my body. And, instead of reacting to it, I just kind of watched it. I'm like, okay, right now I feel discomfort, whether it be like the temperature, like I feel hot, or I feel too chilled, or, I feel like my stomach is, like feeling uncomfortable. Most of the time people are like, have a knee jerk reaction. I don't know have you noticed this? Like, say, like, your tummy starts rumbling or it starts feeling weird. It's like they'll have a knee jerk reaction and they'll assume that the tummy wants you to eat or drink something. But that's just your reaction to discomfort. You're trying to reach out to an external thing to temporarily, like, distract you from the discomfort. So when you put food in your stomach, you feel temporarily satiated. When you take a drink, you feel temporarily satiated. You know what I mean? But then, that's not necessarily what your tummy might be telling you. Maybe your tummy is telling you that it's at the end stages of processing what you ate the day before, and it's shrinking back into to like its proper proportions. I mean, but if you like take the time to like sit with yourself without reacting, without doing, without like, like fulfilling the knee jerk reactions and triggers, you'll like be able to see things just as they are and accept them, and that's where peace, that's where you fuel your ability to feel more peace, feel more serenity, because you are completely accepting the moment and everything that happens in the moment as it is. That's peace. There is no fight, there is no flight, there is no, battle, because you're just surrendering to the moment. And that's what I think is peace, and the more you practice that, like within yourself, within your space, when you go out into the world, you can like ground yourself into that type of, I want to say, frequency, and nothing that happens around you really bothers you, because it's like working that muscle, that peace muscle, you know, absolute acceptance of everything in the moment. Um, I've caught myself like trying to, like, I want to say, interfere with other people's experiences mildly. Like before I would do it a lot. Now I do it mildly. And yeah, it backfires. It's because you're like, oh, like you see somebody and oh, in your mind you're like, I think that person needs assistance, and so you'll go out of your way to assist. I'm not saying it applies to all situations, because there's times where I like go and open the door for someone, and that ends up well. But there's a lot of times where like, you see somebody struggling with something that they obviously need to go through to learn something, and sometimes like your help is not necessary, but because of the old patterns that we are weaning away from, we do, I falter. I'll like go in there and try to like assist when that person really didn't want it, and it backfires. And then I remind myself like, oh, okay, that's why you're supposed to just allow and accept life to be as it is in each moment, and just maintain the peace. Like it's almost like retraining yourself not to be reactive, not to be triggered, to just accept even like discomfort, you know in the moment. Yeah. So yeah, people are like looking for the peace outside. They're looking to like try to control a situation or a person to, maintain that equilibrium or that balance or that peace. But you can't do that. It's like it's here, you know. Where else was I going with this? Well, I don't want you to sit around and watch me think, so let me pause and contemplate. I actually don't know what I was gonna say, but I'm back. just I want to say, like, you don't have to take my word for it. You know, I'm just sharing my firsthand experiences, and depending on where you are at, you know, it may apply, it may not apply, you know, but I just feel like it's all about prioritizing yourself, your peace, your equilibrium, you know, your ability to stay consistently in that space. You know, a lot of people are constantly fighting themselves, fighting like life, and they're wondering where's the peace. I mean, how can you find peace if you're constantly battling yourself, battling everyone and everything in the world? That's not how you acquire peace. I mean, that certainly makes you a master at battle, you know, because you're battling everything, including yourself. So, you know, I think you attain a certain level of, whoa, boom, boom, bike. That's some sounds, right? But, yeah, you become you master the art of war because you spend most of your life fighting yourself and fighting everything around you. You know, like for instance, that sound. I can't do anything about that sound. I mean, I could get mad, like, oh, stupid sound, or oh, why? What does that do? It doesn't stop that person from riding that bike, and it doesn't stop the bike from making the sound. So that's what I'm saying. Complete acceptance. You know, eventually that sound will pass. You know, as everything does. You know, but complete acceptance. Let me give you an example. Mm, say somebody is crying. No, that's a bad example. Say somebody is trying to intimidate me, or they're trying to bully me, or they're trying to, um, what is that called? They're trying to offend me. I literally just accept it. It's weird. I know everything is paradoxical in life, guys. It's not like an absolute thing, you know. So, like for instance, if obviously somebody is bullying you, you're not gonna allow them to continue bullying you. But I put a twist on that because I actually recognize what this person is doing. I also recognize why this person is doing it, and I don't give them the reaction that they want, which totally baffles them, and then the behavior immediately stops. You know, like, so like I feel like a bully is trying to get you to participate in their battle, you know. And when you don't participate in the battle, but you also don't tolerate their behavior, it just throws them off guard. Like, whoa, okay, I can't get the reaction I want from this person, nor can I win this battle that I'm trying to push onto them, and they just kind of like go away. They go away. Like for instance, I've had people try to offend me. Like for instance, oh my God, you laugh so loud. Like, why do you laugh so much? And I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know why I laugh so much. You know, I'll just do that. Like, I'll totally agree with them, and then they can't do anything else. It's when you fight. When you participate in their battle, that's when it's like a constant like power play, you know. But when you just like agree with them, go, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I laugh so much, ha ha ha, and I literally probably would respond to somebody like that. In fact, I did. Story time. Let me tell you a story. So I had a coworker at a previous job, and this person was like the saddest person. And what I mean by sad was he was also grumpy. and he was angry too, you know, like he was just sad, he was pessimistic, he was angry, he was hating life. And I like to laugh, and I like to be silly, and I like to be goofy. And it's weird because even though I annoyed him with my goofiness and my laughter, he would always seek me out. Like he always wanted to be around me, which is freaking weird, right? Like if you're irritated by my disposition, why do you want to hang out with me? And I get it. Do you get it? He wanted to hang out with me because I was probably one of few things in life that lifted his spirits. It helped him elevate from here to here, you know? But the reason why I elevated his spirits is because I was happy and jovial and like really silly, you know? So the traits that he liked about me was also the traits that irritated him, irritated his demons. But yeah, so he'd always like seek me out, and we'd have like really good conversations, you know, because I guess like he was antisocial, and you know I was one of the few people that he could actually talk to, and you know like be real around, you know. But anyways, yeah. So long story short, um, I laugh really loud. So at this job, like people said they knew I was working because they could hear me from across the store. I just can't help myself, guys. I just fucking love laughing. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, he wrote, I'm in an aisle and I'm laughing, ha ha ha, and he rolls up on like I don't know this machine, a forklift or something, and he's like, "Did you know that you laugh so loud?" And I'm like, "I do," and he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know, I just kept laughing. So, but you see how like I could have like took that personally and reacted. Oh, like I could have been like super offended by that remark that he gave me, but instead I just accepted that. Yeah, you're right. I do laugh, and I do laugh loud, and ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I literally just laughed after like I agreed with him, and he just didn't know what to do with that. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta just stay in that freaking high vibrational frequency, create that peace, create that sanctuary within yourself. So no matter what you come across, you're unmoved and unbothered. You know, you don't let anybody like make you feel off balance or off kiltered. And the only reason why people do that, honestly, I mentioned this in my narcissist video, is they want you to lower your vibration so that, you know, you're on their playing field. But if you don't lower your vibration, I swear to God, a lot of these people react with like baffled looks. It's really funny. Like they don't know what to do with you because you just kind of like spun around them. I took them for a little ride that they weren't expecting to go on, you know? But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know if this video made sense, but have the most beautiful day, and take care of yourself. Be well. Be the wellspring of peace that you would like to see in the world. You know, be that ripple effect that the world needs more of. You know, it's like right now, like everybody's kind of like, but if you get more people that are, then eventually, you know, 100th monkey effect. Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. Take care. Be blessed. Amen.